it. Cut it. He cultura, he cultura, he cultura, he cultura. It cultura, da 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 da. He cultura, he cultura, he cultura, he cultura. He cultura. However you say it, that's how you say it now and forever. I don't make the rules. I just make the rules. I am Studio Mogura, Studio MOGURA. Hit me up at the PayPal. Hit me up at the Cash App. All donations go toward the making of my independent film. Look, we are kind of getting the ball started. We already had a couple donations. Very much appreciated to all those who have donated. Seriously, anything from $1 to $1 million, doesn't matter. Send it to my Cash App, $ Studio Mogura. Include your name in the memo. You will be included in the end credits of the film, and you will get producer credit for either the film or the animated pilot. Right now, it's for the film. So everybody that donates right now, it's all going to the film. So if you donate now, you will get into the film. Remember, there is limited space, so there's only so many people I can put on the IMDb listing. So be sure to be one of the first to donate. And it doesn't matter. You can donate anything, $1, $5, whatever. It doesn't matter. It could be $500, $1,000. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We just need support. Because I need money to buy drinks for people. I need money to pay for the lighting guy. I need money to pay for the camera guy. This guy I know is going to charge me like 3 times as much now. So it's like, come on. Help us out here. Help independent filmmaking out. Let us know that you're out there and that you want to experience our content, and we will give you great content. I promise you, we will give you great content. We've got a script, we've got people, we've got a cast, we've got everything. We just need a little bit of funds so that we can get this project off the ground. So please, anything you can donate. Hit it, PayPal or the Cash App. If you want something tangible, buy my book, Full Moon Nights, available on Amazon and on Barnes & Noble for the hardcover. It's a chronicle of the Miami rave scene in the early 2000s and basically my misadventures growing up as a raver, doing crazy shit, going to this rave called Full Moon Nights that was just like this wild-ass rave that used to take place here in Miami that was amazing. Read the book. If you like electronic dance music, if you like clubbing, if you like parties, if you like doing crazy shit with your friends, man, you're really going to like this. If you like music, you're going to really love this book. So please check it out. Check out my comic shop, octotaco.com, with all my comics for my personal collection, and also my blog, so you can read my stuff there. Also check out my TeePublic, which has my original t-shirt designs, including the official He Cultura t-shirt. And then also check out my Spotify playlist with my complete discography from 1999 up until last year with my latest release, The Reflection Blinds You from Seeing the Truth. Check it out. All my music. That's the easiest way to support me. Just listen to my music all day, let it run. You'll like it. There's going to be a track that you're going to like. And if not, if you want to buy something, go to my Bandcamp and buy my music from my Bandcamp. You use the Spotify to listen, and you buy it from the Bandcamp. And actually, a bunch of my albums, including the PM Crew albums, my El Topo albums and my PM Crew albums actually just showed up on Beatport. So if you're like a DJ and you buy our shit from Beatport, you can also now buy my tracks on Beatport. Okay, so there you go. That's the ad for today. Hey, what are you doing, Psycho Kid? How the fuck are you up? It's 10 o'clock at 10:22 at night, and you're up? No, Psycho Kid. I told you when the game was over, you go back in the cage right now, Psycho Kid. Go, get out of here, Psycho Kid. You oh my God, you little monster. Come here. My God, get out of here. I cannot believe this Psycho Kid, bro. I cannot believe him. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get the Psycho. Get back in there. Get back in there. Jesus. This guy's insufferable, man. He just doesn't listen, you know, and we can't have that. We can't have that. We can't have that. What's going on? What'd I miss? Is there anything going on? Did something happen? You know, I think I'm going to pack a bowl first before anything. You know, I made some coffee, so I'm on. Let's raise the volume on this sucker. I made I bought these great cookies, man. Oh, I'll go get the name of the cookies before the show's over to give them a shout out because they're amazing. They were out in front of the Flowery on 420 when we went to go pick up. And wow, about half a dozen. 420 was 4 days ago. And I popped one of them into the air fryer for like, you know, a couple minutes, but not like really too hot. Like I like around 290 or something. And oh man, so good. That's kind of why I took so long, because I started eating the cookie. Couldn't help it. So X-Men 97's been great, right? I know, right? X-Men 97, amazing. And Shogun just ended. I'm really sad that there's not going to be a season 2, because I just really loved the characters and I really loved the people. And I honestly, if you ever made a spin-off off of any kind of story, out of any kind of thing, I would not mind if you made a spin-off from this show. Even if there's no other book, I don't care that there's another book, I don't give a shit. You just say that it's adapted from this novel, and you just make up your shit. You hire somebody to make that shit good, and take your time and make that shit good. You know, but continue it, because these guys are great characters, you know? So, I would really love to see that. Yeah, I mean, the Fallout show was amazing. I really enjoyed Fallout too, so there was just a nice bunch of great shows this month. You know? A lot of great shows. A lot of great shows. And then of course it was 420. So I mean, I hope you all got like really good weed for 420. Let's get in on that before anything, you know. I know I have a little pack post. Let's go ahead and finish this up real quick. You know what I'm doing. I don't have to get into it right away. You know it's coming. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna savor this goddamn fucking moment. Aren't you? Or are you just gonna cast it away like, oh, whatever, it's no big deal. You know, act like you've been here. Need I remind you, my friends, that we have not been here since before the All-Star break. I'm gonna start things off with this bomb. This is the biggest win this Heat team has had this season. And this is the biggest win that this Heat team has had since before All-Star break. They haven't beat anybody. They have not beaten anybody. That New York Knicks win was bullshit, because it's the New York Knicks. We don't believe in that team. I don't care how much you think Jalen Brunson's great. I don't care how much you believe in the Knicks. And you're like, oh my God, it's great. No, you know what? We're gonna roll up into that. And you know what? We might roll up into that if by some act of God we win this. Let's say we just meet up with them. And you know what? And the Knicks can beat us, but doesn't matter. I'm still gonna roll up to that game like not really worried about anything. The same way they're going to roll up and try not to be worried about anything. But I'm going to savor this, because it's been a while. And most importantly, this team accomplished something humongous tonight. This is one of the best Celtic organizational moments in its history. This is one of the best Celtic teams that have been ever put together. By far, probably the best shooting. And we went out there and we proved that we could shoot just as good as they could. At least for one night, we got shooters. Duncan Robinson came out to hit his first shot. That's when you know this is going to be a game. That's the easiest sign that you know is it's going to be a game. Does Duncan Robinson come out there and hit his first shot? And he hit his first shot, and you knew right there. Oof. We might have something. You weren't sure. But then when motherfuckers started dropping three after three after three, when Caleb started hitting them, when Caleb Martin hits a three, you know there's a problem. But you know why? Because if you listen to this show for the past 3 seasons, you would know that we know about Caleb Martin. Everybody else is like, oh my God, where did Caleb Martin come out with this? What are you talking about, bro? Look for the last 3 seasons. That's his shit. You know, I Dream of Genie with the head bounce, that's how Caleb Martin takes a shot. And it goes right in. When he hits those 3 points, and it's like, It's like he's so slow. He's got a really like awkward kind of shot, but if he hits his points, if he hits his marks, he knows he's so deadly. He worked on that shot for so long, and right now he knows that. If he hits the exact kind of mark, it's going to go in. We have talked about it before, people. I've got the meme up there. I've been saying it for 3 seasons now. If aliens landed on this planet, threatened us with its destruction, said we had to send somebody that wasn't Tyler Hero to the line to shoot a 3 wide open to save the world, to save the universe, we send Caleb Martin. And we continue with our lives because we know he's going to hit it. You think that's crazy? Check the tape. Check the tape. Caleb Martin is a better three-point shooter and a more trustworthy three-point shooter than Duncan Robinson has ever been his entire time here on the Heat. Check the tape. Go look at the playoffs. There's video evidence of this. This is not something new. Caleb Martin brings the defense. Caleb Martin brings the energy. Caleb Martin brings the toughness. And Caleb Martin brings the 3 now. For a while. It's time. What it's time for is time for you to give respect to Caleb Martin and stop acting like he's a bad player. I don't know how he'll be on someone else's team, but I know on this team he's one of the top players in the league. One of the top defenders in the league. And he's one of the top clutch shooters in the league. And that's just Caleb. We got to talk about Kaz. We got to talk about Robinson a little bit, even though Robinson really didn't do much, but he came out there and he set the tone. And that's all we need for him is to come out there and set the tone. Jovic came out there, played a great game. Sure, he had a couple moments I was like, but I posted about it. You can't get mad at Jovic because Jovic literally has not played. Half of the season was played in the D-League. Half of the season was on the bench. They picked his ass up weeks before, like not picked his ass up, but they actually started giving him games like with only weeks left in the season after these guys got injured. That's when they started giving him time, and then Spo decided to run with him. If Jovic had been playing this entire season, he would be so polished by now. He would be. Oh my God, he would be even more of the player that he is right now. That guy has a future on this team. That's why it's really crazy to hear people say, trade Bam, trade Butler, blow this team up, blah, 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 blah. We've got great young guys, up and coming young guys that fit really well with Butler, and they're gonna extend their careers with these guys. Jovic is so young. Tyler Hero's still young, man. Tyler Hero is not an old guy, dude. He's got like at least 10, 15 years in the league. Right now? At least 10. Come on. Bam has got at least 10 years still. Bam is going to be in the league for a long time. I understand that you're so programmed to look at the record and look at the record and look at the record, but look at this season, man. Look what we've talked about this entire season, man. Check the tape. Go to the first Heat Cultura and just start from the beginning and listen to now. And you will see, man. This is exactly what we want. This is exactly what we came to write for. This is exactly how we perceived this was going to happen. We're not saying we're clairvoyant or anything, but what we are is saying that we are prepared for this moment. We envisioned this moment. We mentally prepared ourselves for this. To come in here, get our ass kicked. One of the games here in Boston. But one of the games we were going to fight really, really hard, and we're going to try to steal, and we were going to come close to stealing. And either we were going to win the game, or we were going to lose it by 2 points by shot. The goal is not to win this entire series at Boston the first 2 games. The goal is just to win one game. That's how this team does it in the playoffs. From this time all the way back into Wade. All the way back to that. All we had to do was take one game. Because back then, the format of the finals was different. The format of the finals was 2-3-2. So if you took that first game, you had 3 straight home games. You can't do that. You can't beat a team like that in the finals. That's incredibly hard. Because both teams at the end are really good at home at that point. You give them 3 straight home games, get out of here. That's why they changed it. But that mentality still thrives in the Heat, inside the culture. It's part of us. All we got to do is come and just win one. We just win one. Steal home court. Boom. Okay, now we come back. Now we got 2. We're not great at home. We haven't been the best, but you know what? We're not bad. We won at home here when we needed to. Just a week ago. I mean, come on. It's not going to be. We're not saying it's going to be easy. We're not saying we're going to push them over. But hey, look. At Boston, if you win a game at Boston against this team, I don't care what happens. You can win a game in Miami against this team. You can win both games. Not saying it's going to happen, but saying, hey, you know what? You feel a lot better now, don't you? You saw the Celtics team, and you came away today and you're saying, wait a minute, why are we scared of this team? Just because they make their shots? Well, you'd be afraid of any NBA team. You'd be afraid of the fucking Washington Wizards if they made all their shots like fucking the Celtics do. But you don't fear the Celtics the same way that you fear the Heat, that the Heat are going to grind you to dust. That the Heat are just somehow going to just hang around and just somehow be you. An ace seed. They should have never won a game. They should not be winning one fucking game. This should have been a sweep by the Boston Celtics by all rights and all measures. The way that the Boston Celtics played this season, you went out of your way to get 50 plus fucking wins, and you lose one game to us, of all people, us. Let me tell you again. I'm not saying this means we're gonna fucking win and we're gonna beat you, but you know what? I know one thing. I came away as soon as it was 0-0. Oh, we're in their fucking heads right now. All we needed was one win. You know, normally you would need like a win on the road, and then you come back to Miami and you win a game, and you go up 2-1, and maybe you'll get in their heads. If you go down 3-1, that's it. Oh, they're probably gonna be there. That's what happened last year. We went up 3-0, and they were just like, oh my god. And then they started trying their hardest, and it was really hard to close them out because they were like a championship level team. So they took it back, but they just they ran out of gas at the end because you put so much effort. Ran out of gas. That's all it was. Same thing could have happened to the Heat. He could have lost that series last season very easily. But they had enough at the end. Why did they have enough? Could it be that maybe they didn't? I'm not saying they didn't try. They didn't try as hard during the season because you saw the Heat. They would try to win games, and they just lost games. They did the same thing they did this season, which is they would give up big leads and all that kind of shit. But this season, you felt really they weren't taking. There were many times they just weren't taking shit seriously. I'm sure they were, but you felt it. They weren't putting the same effort like they've had at other times, and they were doing it a lot. They were giving up big leads. They could have beat a bunch of these teams. They should be beating a bunch of these teams. You felt that the Heat were saving themselves for this moment because they knew nothing else mattered, only the playoffs. That's all that matters. Just get to the real season, which is the playoffs. Not this bullshit preseason crap that goes for 82 fucking games. An 82 game preseason is basically what the Heat go through. To get to here. To the point where all they have to do is get 16 wins. You go through 82 games, all you have to do is get 16. And you get to the 16 by just winning. If you're an underdog, you just win one game at a time. Okay, you win one game, we'll win one. But then when it gets to the point that you got to take it. And this Heat has been proven just to like kind of hang around, and then at one moment they just take you under like a crocodile and just drown you. Like an Everglades alligator. I don't want to say it's going to take much for the Celtics. Celtics got to prove. The Celtics right now still, I'm sure they're going to come back and they're going to want to beat our asses. They're going to come back and they're going to be like, okay, we're going to show you up. They're going to do all that. They're going to say all that shit. They're going to come and they're going to try and do it. But we needed this win. The Heat needed this win so much more than the Celtics could possibly ever imagine. Because we haven't had a win like this in a long time. And the Heat needed a win to kind of like wake themselves up and tell themselves, we can win. We're a great fucking team, man. It's because it's felt like that ever since All-Star break, where it felt like they've been trying to get back to that point, but they just, it almost like they realized that like they reached the top of their ceiling. How most of the people think that like, oh, Bam has reached the ceiling, like there's no higher they can go. It kind of felt like that's what they were like. They got to that point. It did feel like that. And I bet you they thought that, but this kind of win shows you no way. There's like a bunch of levels that they still can reach. And these guys needed this win. They needed it. They needed to know that they could beat the Celtics. They needed to know. And they beat the Celtics tonight. It wasn't Jimmy Butler that was out there and just like, oh, had a crazy fucking 56-point game. Happy anniversary. It was a collective team effort. We all went out there and we're like, no, we're winning this game. Everybody went out there and we're like, I'm going to do my part to win this game. I mean, without a doubt, this is Hero's greatest game as a Miami Heat. Without a doubt. I don't know what his stats are yet. I haven't looked at stats or anything like that. But I know this is his greatest game as a Miami Heat for sure. Without a doubt. Before this, it was when he tied it up and then won it against the 76ers. So lo and behold, like that Joel Embiid name dropped him a couple days ago. You know, when he was complaining about losing against the Knicks, he name dropped Tyler Hero. It was like, oh, it was just like that time when Tyler Hero won against us. Oh, wow. That was incredible to hear. Because that means that guy has not forgot about that shit. Because I thought I was the only one that remembered that game. But Joel Embiid, apparently, he remembered that game. He remembered that game. You want to know how much Tyler Hero had? 24 points. I thought he was going to have like 30. I thought he was going to... No, he just had 24 points. But yeah, 14 assists, 5 rebounds. Everybody had kind of the same thing. We had Bam at 21. Caleb Martin had 21. I mean, just people put in work, man. People put in work today. Jokic, double digits, 11, and Jaquez at 14. Jaquez scares the Celtics. There was a couple of times when he was driving up in there and people got out of his way. They didn't get in his way. People get in Tyler Hero's way still, because I'm telling you, Tyler Hero came into this league this season and he had a lot of weight. He had gained weight. He looked bigger. We all said that he looked like he had more muscle. But then he got hurt. And he got hurt twice, with the ankle and then with the knee. And being hurt, I think eventually he lost all that weight. He lost all that muscle. And over the course of the season, lost all that shit. Now he's back to how he was before. And he's a skinny guy. So he gets pushed around out there a lot. But he can bounce, man. He can bounce off of people and he can find the flow. And that's what I love about his size and the way that his shape is and his body is and the way that he plays, is that he finds the flow in the game, and he flows into the game and he finds his shot. And he is by far the best shooter this team has ever had. He is a better shooter than Ray Allen. He's a better shooter than Duncan Robinson. He's a better shooter than Dwayne Wade. He's a better shooter than LeBron James. He is the best shooting guard. He's the best shooter this team has had. Ever. Dwayne Wade was amazing. Is one of the best shooters in all time and in history. So is, of course, LeBron James. But on this team, he hits the three better than any of those guys. I mean, LeBron takes the three and you're like, maybe it's going to go in. Hero takes the three and you're like, you're confident it's going to go in. He's a great shooter, man. He's got a great mid-range. And he wasn't even looking for the mid-range. He was not even looking for it. He took like two. He had like 4 points taking twos. Everything was threes. And I'm so glad that they finally fucking decided to play this way. Because why the fuck are you wasting your time going for twos, man, when the Celtics are coming out there and putting up the most threes in fucking history? Fuck that shit. If the Celtics are going to turn into a three-point shooting contest, then you turn it into a three-point shooting contest. There's enough fucking players on this team that can fucking hit the three. Jaquez can hit the three. Jovic can hit the three. Bam can hit the three. Hero can hit the three. Martin can hit the three. Highsmith can hit the three. Wright can hit the three. Robinson can hit the three. Love can hit the three. What more do you want? What more do you want? Oh, we gotta get a three-point shooter. Oh my God, we need more shooters. We need a three-point shooter. We need Damian Lillard. We need a Harden. We need this other guy. We need somebody else. We need somebody else. I'm gonna say it again. Jaquez can hit the three. Jovic can hit the three. Adebayo can hit the three. Hero can hit the three. Martin can hit the three. Highsmith can hit the three. Wright can hit the three. Robinson can hit the three. Love can hit the three. What more do you want? Stop being unrealistic. Tell me, asking for that guys to hit the three all the time. What the Celtics have done this season is like so unconscious. You have to think and you have to imagine they're going to drop back down to earth at some point. At some point, they're just going to have a bad couple games. Because people just have bad couple games. And when you go your entire fucking season putting all this max effort just to get home court advantage or get those 50 wins so you can be number one in the league, man, you don't want to have that stretch of bad games in the playoffs. And you don't want to have that bad stretch of games in the playoffs against the Miami Heat. Because you know what we'll do with that. You know what we'll do with that. And we already are on, we got step one. Boop. Just win one at home over there. And now we're coming back home here. With a couple games in between. Next game's still Saturday. The Celtics, why don't you come down to Miami in April? Hang out at South Beach a little bit, baby. You know, you got some time. It's great weather right now. Sun is out. You know you want to come down here on Friday. You know you want to. It's calling you. It doesn't call us. It doesn't call the Miami Heat because we live here. It's part of us. We got no problem. Going to sleep? Whatever. We'll get to that shit at some point in our life. But for you, you need it. You crave it. You want it. You got to have it. You listen to your moms and dads and you went to sleep, you know, at the right time. You weren't out and about with your friends. You're good children. We're the delinquents. We're the bad ones. We're the villains. We're the ones that you call the cops on because we're out late and we're out, you know, doing shit after fucking midnight. You're in your house making cocoa. You know, watching TV. We're the ruffians. We're the drudge of society. Again, we're not saying that. Oh yeah, everyone's still expecting the Celtics to win, but you know we're just saying that like, hey, you know, you also expected the Celtics to sweep us because we didn't have a good team and Jimmy Butler wasn't playing. We just beat you at Boston in a playoff series without Jimmy Butler, and it wasn't like we did it like by one, and it was a miracle shot at the end. We handed you your ass. Like we normally do. Without Jimmy Butler. I know Jimmy right now is going to be like, oh, I'm getting treatment right now. Jimmy Butler probably like saw this game from here in Miami and saw them win. And he went right away to go get treatment. To stick his hand, to go back into the tub and just put some more water, get some more love in it. And he's going to stay up till 2 in the morning tonight, 3 in the morning tonight, just getting treatment. Treatment. You better not let this series go fucking to 6, man, because Jimmy Butler's coming in here game 5, bro. I don't know how, but I could totally see that shit happening. Couldn't you? If this game goes to 6, oh, he's there. He'll be there game 6 and he'll be there. Or he'll be there game 7. If this goes to 7, Jimmy Butler will be there. I don't know how good it'll be. But neither, I don't know how good you'll be at that point either. Because you weren't supposed to lose by 10 to us today. No. No. And let me tell you something, Boston fans, talking shit about Miami fans all the time. When Miami fans get blown out by your asses, 20, 30 points and shit this season, I watched to the end, man. I watched till it got to 0-0-0. I never turned away. What did you guys do? 40 seconds left? You guys were down like 6 or 7 or some shit like that. You guys weren't down a lot. Even if you were down 10, that's still plenty of time to come back. And all of you started leaving. 45 seconds left in the game, you all started leaving. Don't ever talk crap about the fucking Heat, man. Don't ever talk crap about Heat fans. Unbelievable. That really bothered me. I saw that and I'm like, why are you guys leaving, man? Stay till the end. Those tickets aren't cheap. Those tickets are not cheap, man. Stay there till the end. Don't matter if you get... So what if you're getting blown down? Oh, I want to beat the traffic. What are you talking? You're not going to beat it. You're still going to have to go through it at some point. It's not like you're going to get to your car and you're going to all of a sudden be at home. No. Like, support your guys. And look how you quickly you're quick to turn your back on these. Man, they're going away for 2 games to Miami. You're not going to see them for a long time. You better hope to God they don't come back down 3-1. Because I imagine you're going to be like, oh, this is over. And if they come back 3-1 and you guys, they start out the game a little bit kind of off, you're going to quit on your team like that. I know you are. You're going to quit on your team right away. You guys quit on your team today. Celtic fans, you quit on your team today. I saw you. You quit on your team. You shouldn't have quit on your team. We're an 8th seed. You're still going to win this series, right? Aren't you going to win this series? Aren't you going to still beat us? Because it's just one game, and we're just, of course you're going to give up one game in a playoff series. That's no big deal. You're going to win Celtics in 5, right? That's what everybody says. They never. It's not like they always say Heat in 5, right? Who says Heat in 5? Nobody says that, right? Nobody says that, right? Right? So what's the problem? Well, why are you walking away? Why can't you watch the game? Don't ever talk crap about the Heat. I mean, you can talk crap about the Heat, but don't ever talk crap about the Heat without knowing that this is what you do. You do the same thing. Massive big up to H. Because H had big threes, and H played incredible defense against Tatum. Tatum had 0 points in the 4th quarter, took 2 points, took his first shots literally with like 30 seconds left. With like 40 seconds left, a minute left in the game, he took his first shots in the 4th quarter. What the hell happened? What the hell happened there? What happened? I heard that and I'm like, what happened? What? Where are the 50 wins? Where are they? What are you supposed to do with that? What good? How is that helping you right now? How is the 50 wins and first place in the East helping you right now? Because you just kind of like, ain't helping you. Even if you come back and you take game 1 from us, we're still 2-1. We still won 1 game against you guys. You guys should have been 3-0 on us. So again, it goes back to the whole formula. All we got to do is just win 1 at home. Take it to 2-2. We'll take it to 7 and we'll go to Boston in a game 7 and we'll win there. We've done it before. We just won a game 2 in Boston when, bro, there's no way people thought we were going to win this game. I'm not going to go too long because I want to enjoy this. I want to go back. I want to rewatch the game. So I'm going to end it right here. Just because, I'm tired and I want to just sit back and just chill, I want to enjoy this for the little bit of time that there is left. But just be happy, you know why? Because you got an extra Heat Cultura, baby. Every time that he win, man, that's an extra Heat Cultura for us. So now, instead of 4 Culturas left, hey, we got an extra one. And that's how it is now. That's how we do it. I love it. Because for the last 2 seasons, that's how it's been for us. Oh, we thought this was going to be the last Cultura, but guess what? We had a couple more. And the next thing you know, we're doing Culturas in the Eastern Conference Finals. And man, that's all we really want. Like, I don't really care. I mean, we always care about winning titles, but I know winning titles is extremely hard. And it's right now, I don't think there's anybody on the East that can beat the West. So it's kind of like fruitless. Like we know even if we get to the end, it's gonna be like even a million times harder than beating anybody on the East. So at this point, like, you know what? I'll just enjoy. I'll take an Eastern Conference a finals appearance, and I'll love it. And I don't care who is it against, even if it's against the Knicks, and even if the Knicks beat us or something like that. Like, I don't care. We got to the Eastern Conference Finals. It doesn't matter. We're in it all the time. But I'm gonna tell you something. If we get past the goddamn fucking Boston Celtics, and no one's stopping this team. It is up to Boston to stop us. Because if Boston does not stop this team, no one will stop. I don't give a shit. If we win against Boston, like, even I'll tell you this, you know what? I think this will be the year that we'll go all the way and we'll fucking beat the West. We'll find it. We'll go up to the West and we'll fucking take it to them. I don't give a shit if it's Jokic, and we haven't been Jokic in forever, and he brings his fucking brothers and all this kind of shit. I don't give a fuck, bro. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna pop them this year. We're gonna pop somebody this year. I don't give a fuck who it is. Doesn't matter. We're gonna pop somebody. Because we've been at this shit for a while now. We've been chipping away at this for a while now. It ain't any of the other teams that you should worry about. It's us. Don't let the 8 seed fool you. Don't let this 8 seed fool you, man. I wrote an article about this last year. You can check it out on octotaco.com. It's still there. This team, this is not a fucking 8 seed. This is a 1 seed parading as an 8 seed. It still is. It still is. 2 years ago, when Jimmy lost a shot and the Celtics went to the finals, we were a number 1 seed that season. And then the next season, we were the 8 seed and we went to the finals. And now it's this season. Do not fool yourselves. This is the same team. The same fucking people are on this team. This is not an 8 seed. This is an 8 seed. This is a 1 seed posing as an 8 seed. I said it all last season. Said it all last playoffs. And I know what? I'm going to say it again. Right now. Don't doubt this team, because we ain't an 8 seed. Don't pay attention to that record. Our record means nothing to us. All that matters is that we get to the playoffs. It doesn't matter who we're playing against. It don't matter. We just want to get to the point where it's an elimination game and you got 7 games to do it. That's it. That's why this season, if you go back through our Heat Culturas, we were always talking about 7 game packs. How are we doing? Did we win 7? Did we win 4 out of these 7? Now look, we just took 1. Go back through this season and break it up into 7 games, and look how many times of those 7 games did we lose the first fucking game and then win the next 4, or win, the next 4 out of like 6 games, or 4 out of 5 to win like the series. That's all we had to do, and we did it. All right? So, checking back out here. I don't know, what time is it at? Hold on, let me see at what time exactly. It should be late game. Yeah, okay, awesome. Yeah, Saturday, 6 p.m. So, we'll be here after for an evening Heat Cultura after that game for sure. There's nothing to say, man. Just, you know what? Let's go. Let's come back. Run it back. Now they gotta show up. That's all the pressure's on the Celtics, man. There's no pressure on the Heat whatsoever. There's no pressure on the Heat whatsoever. It's all on the Celtics. All of it. All of it. Tell me no. All right? So, Heat Cultura, Heat Cultura, Heat Cultura, Heat Cultura, da, 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 da. Heat Cultura, Heat Cultura, Heat Cultura, Heat Cultura. Heat Cultura. However you say it, that's how you say it now and forever. I don't make the rules, I just make the rules. I am studiomogura. Studiomogura. Hit me up at the PayPal. Hit me up at the CashApp. All donations go toward the making of my independent film and independent animated pilot. Buy my book, Full Moon Nights, available on Amazon and on Barnes & Noble for the hardcover. A chronicle of the Miami rave scene in the early 2000s. Basically my misadventures as a raver growing up in Miami. Check out my... Sorry, I'm not looking. I don't know what's going on. Check out my Octotaco, my comic shop, octotaco.com, with my comics and my blog. Check out my TeePublic shop with the official Cultura t-shirt and all my other great designs. Check out my Spotify playlist, El Topo, with my entire discography from 1999 up until last year, 2023, with my latest release, The Reflection Blinds You from Seeing the Truth, and buy all my music at Bandcamp. Support, support, support. Seriously, just give $1 and I'll put your name as... I'll give you producer credit for the film. I need help on this shit, man. Seriously. Help out. You're going to like the film. Trust me, it's hilarious. People's faces get eaten. I mean, what is there to say? Huh? What is there left to say? Other than just, don't freak out. Just freak out.